Here we go then. Greetings YouTube, Yoda123 here, and I am back for another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy XII. And in today's episode, we're going to be carrying on with the story, which takes us out to the Giza Plains. So in our last episode, we obtained a stone that had lost its power, and so basically we've now got to go to the Giza Plains in order to restore its power. So without further ado, let us get on into it. So we're going to start by heading out these gates here towards the Giza Plains. And since this is our first time entering it, we get a nice little cutscene introducing the Giza Plains. And oh, what we got here? Let's have a look. Ah, get a potion. Okay, so we want to be heading straight forward towards the village that's just up ahead. So if I just bring up the map here. In fact, actually, let me bring up the big map. So as you can see, the village is in this centre bit here. And there is also a save crystal there. So if you've not saved your game, you can do so there. And basically, that's where we're going to be headed. So let's go on and make our way through to the village now. Oh, hang on. We're under attack. What we got? Ah, a hyena. This is another good place to be farming a little bit of XP and license points at this particular point in the game. So let's just go ahead and get rid of that. Right. And let's continue on into the village. And we want to talk to, I believe it's this one over here. Yeah, it's this one here, Nomad. Or Masuya as... So yeah, we are seeking a sunstone and she's making us an offer, so let's hear what she has to say. So one of these children, Jin, has not yet returned. He left carrying our supply of shade stones. If you find Jin for me and tell him to come back to the camp, you may take one of the sunstones he's made in return. Some of the children said they might have seen him to the south of the camp. You may want to speak with them yourself before leaving. Please find Jin and tell him to return at once. Okay, so we can go ahead and do that. But before that, what's this?
Penelo?
Well, look who it is.
What are you doing here?
It's Penelo.
I could ask you the same, though the answer's pretty clear. No good.
What? I'm being good.
Is that right? So then you wouldn't mind if I, say, tagged along, would you?
Huh?
Oh, don't worry. Miguelo's busy with preparations for the fete up at the palace. Why, I'm free for the whole day. Well, let's get going.
Okay, so we've now got Penelo in our party. And she will become a permanent member of the party later on. Or actually, I suppose you could say she's a permanent member now, though she does take her leave a couple of times. Right, so let's choose her first class. And the one I'm going to choose, which is the one that I always choose, is the White Mage. In my off-camera profile, her white magic was... well, it saved me quite a lot of times, and she was very good with it, so I don't intend to change my traditions now. So again, we can... oh, is that the only one we've got access to? I was rather hoping to get... Where's that then? I'm just looking for the cure spell if we haven't already... Oh, perhaps we've already got it. Oh, we've already got it. Never mind. Ignore me. I'm having a daft moment. Forget it. I don't suppose we can... Right, okay, forget that for a minute. Don't ignore me, guys. I'm just having a numpty moment. Right, anyway, what I was looking for, actually, might as well tell you. I was looking for the gambits on the license board because I'd like to unlock them as soon as possible. In the fact that we can then use those gambits to set our team up to do what we want them to do, and it makes things a lot easier. But we'll get into that a bit later on when they actually crop up. So for now, we want to talk to... is this one of the ones we can talk to? No. Where are the children that we've got? Ah, hang on. I found one. Sure, I know Jin. Barona was complimenting the sunstones he made, and I think it made Tot jealous. I just don't get it. Why can't they just get along with each other? Okay, so we have a little bit of information, but not a lot. Let's try talking to this one here, Nomad. So to start off with, when you first talk to them, they'll be known purely as just Nomad until their names are revealed. So this is Dania. Don't worry, they won't bite. These cockatrices are tame as can be. Aren't they just the fluffiest, cutest things you've ever seen? Okay, so no information of use to us there, except on the cockatrice, of course. Let's see, is there any other kids about? Oh, there's one over here. Let's try talking to this one. We all went out to make some sunstones, but Jin still hasn't come back to camp. It's the first time he's been out on the plains since the end of the rains. Maybe he got a touch of wanderlust. Okay, so we've got a little bit of info there. What about this one here? Oh, hang on, I think we've got something. Guess what? I saw Jin off in the south part of the plains in the crystal glade. He was right by a small crystal. I asked if he wanted to come back to camp with me, but he said he still had some work to finish up. The crystal glade is to the south of our village. Just head out into Giza Plain and wind your way south. We take breaks in the glade since monsters seem to stay away from it. I was a little worried because Jin looked like he might have been hurt, but I was afraid to push him too hard to come back. Now I'm wondering if I did the right thing. Okay, so she's told us we need to head south, and we do now have a marker that's now popped up on the map, which is just down to the southern section of the map down here. So we're going to make our way out of the village, and then we're going to head south. So from here we want to take the exit over here. Hey Van, let me give you these before we go. There are all sorts of monsters out there, so you can never be too careful. So we've obtained 3 potions and 2 tufts of phoenix downs. So far you've been travelling by yourself, but now that I'm here we can travel as a party. You can give commands to allies in your party just like you've been doing for yourself up to now. I'll make my own decisions about what to do too, but you can also give me specific commands and I'll take care of those first. Got it? Okay. With my gambits turned off, I won't do anything until you give the word. You should really think about using gambits for yourself, you know. They can make managing battle a lot easier. Ah, the gambits. Hey, there we go. We've now got access to the gambits. That's what I was trying to find earlier. Right, that makes things a lot easier. And now, well, once I get through this dialogue, I'll explain what the gambits are and how they work. So let's see what we got here. Van wasn't Jin supposed to be somewhere to the south of the village? If we work our way around, we should find him. Okay, so it looks like the dialogue's now done. Right, so okay, that's interesting. The gambits haven't popped up in the menu. That's but we can access them from there. That's interesting. I wonder if perhaps it's because we've not unlocked them on the boards yet. Although right now I'm not seeing any gambits popping up on here. Okay, well, I'll try to explain it a bit now, and I'll explain it properly once we actually unlock them properly. Basically, what the gambits allow you to do is basically setting up a job role in a sense. And basically, for instance, say we had, I don't know, 3 different gambits we could set up. So if you wanted, say, Penelo here to do like just Cure or just Azuna, you could set her up to do that, and she will only use that particular move or whatever other move you select. And if you have multiple gambits, you can basically set which order you want them in order of priority. So say Cure is at the top of the gambit list, and for argument's sake Protect is at the bottom. It means that Cure is going to be prioritised, so she'll therefore go to use Cure before using Protect, and vice versa. And I'll show you what I mean as and when we're able to, but right now for some reason it's not popping up. So for now we're just going to go ahead and continue. And as I said, we need to be making our way to the south. And of course we are going to be exploring the other areas of the Giza Plain in a bit. But for now we're just going to make our way towards Jin. So let's go ahead and do that now. And we've got a chest here. Let's see what we can get out of there. So we've got an antidote. It's always useful for getting rid of poison. So these things can hit quite hard, and at the moment we're about to die, so let's get a potion on there. There we go. As you can see, our HP is actually quite low at the moment. We do need to improve our HP, but as we gain more license points we'll be able to do something about that. That's not an issue. And we've just gained ourselves a level up, that's always helpful as well. Right, so from here we want to be going south. So let's go ahead and actually, no, we'll continue. And from here we want to be going east. Like I said, we'll continue exploring these areas in a bit, but for now we're just going to make our way to our target. And here he is. Jin. Yeah, my name's Jin. What is it to you? Or to you, rather. Mizuya wants me to come back to the village, huh? That could be a problem. Let's see, maybe my leg's better now. Nope, no good. Still hurts. I tripped running from some monsters. Guess I pulled something. I'm never going to get any sunstones made like this. I just needed to make one more to be finished for today. I didn't want to head back short, so I thought I'd give my leg a rest and try again. Why are you out here looking for me anyhow? So we're going to explain the situation. You need a sunstone, huh? Well, if Masuya doesn't mind, I'll give you a shade stone. But I'm still not sure I can walk. Yet you'll have to turn it into a sunstone, okay? Don't worry, I'll tell you how. You do know that we use dark crystals and shade stones to make sunstones, right? So we've now obtained the shade stone. There's your shade stone. As for the dark crystals, you'll find them all over Giza Plains. This stone right here beside me is one of the smaller ones. The bigger crystals have something inside that soaks up sunlight and shines really bright. See that one over there? If you take that shade stone I just gave you and bring it near one of those shining dark crystals, it will absorb the energy from it. There are 4 shining dark crystals in Giza right now. If you have trouble finding them, just stop and scan the horizon. There's no way to tell how much energy you can draw from any one crystal without trying. You shouldn't need to use all 4 though. This gorge will show you how much energy the shade stone's absorbed. When it's full, you will have yourself a sunstone. Once you've made the sunstone, bring it to me. I'll make sure it's up to snuff. I'll go ahead and mark the dark crystals on your map too. See you back here when you're done. Okay, so we're now going to go and do as he says. And we actually only need to go to 3 out of the 4 crystals. Or stones, whatever you want to call them. And we're going to start by heading west, back into the area just before here that we were in, as it's the closest. And we're going to explore the rest of the areas now as we go as well. There are a few tough mobs in this area though that we should watch out for, and as I come across them I will point them out, because right now at this point in the game we are going to get annihilated by them pretty quickly, as I found out when I first played through. It's never a good idea to take them on at this point. In fact, I believe it was those 2 guys over there that messed me up, if I'm not mistaken. In fact, I'm pretty certain it was those 2 guys, so we're gonna ignore them for now, and we'll get rid of this guy here, and then we're gonna grab this chest to the left of us. So as you can see, these aren't particularly challenging. In fact, they're quite weak. Whoops. There's me not paying attention to my health again. Let's get Van back up. Oh dear. Oh, hello. That was a bit unfair. Oh dear. Well, we've got autosave, so I'll simply reload the autosave and we'll carry on from where we left off. And of course, right now, because we've not done any of the license board, we're still quite slow. There are perks on the license board that let you increase your action time so that your characters can move quicker. But as I said, right now I've not really done any work on the license boards just yet, so we'll just have to take that into account. And I think what we'll do here is we'll just throw a couple of potions onto our team. That way we're going in with a full set of HP this time. And we'll try our luck again. There we go. All's well that ends well. Right, so we've got this chest here, which contains an antidote. And again, we're going to have to go back to the crystal because unfortunately we died. So let's go ahead and do that now. There we go. Right, if we've got any more of this area to explore, there is a little bit over here apparently. Let's just take a walk over here and have a look. So we've got another chest just here. 26 skill, every little helps. And I'm just going to chuck a potion onto Van a second here because I've just noticed his HP is actually quite low. I think we can deal with these hyenas. We've got another chest just over here, and that gives us a potion, always useful. Chrono tears, and what chrono tears allow us to do is they allow us to remove stop and slow, so again always useful. There we go. Okay, so from here, once I grab the other chest that was over here, because I swear I saw a chest over here somewhere, we are going to head north. Towards the top left-hand corner. So let's go and make our way up there now. It looks like we've got a couple of chests that have spawned in this time, so let's go ahead and just grab them. So much better when I have access to my cure spell. Well, actually no, I do have access to it, it's just I'll have to use it manually. Probably should start using it, to be honest. $25 gil, again, always useful. And a measly 4 gil. Chub change, as I like to call it. Right. So let's continue heading north. We've got another chest just over here, so we'll go ahead and grab that one. Let's just get rid of this Eurostrix. So there's our second crystal. So we'll just clear these out as we go. So we're starting to use our cure spell now. It saves our potions a little bit. Right, here we are then at the second light stone, or dark crystal rather. So once again we'll hold our shade stone up to it. And that takes us to 88% full, so we'll need one more. And we can go and take on this optional mob here. He's actually asleep right now. He's actually quite easy to take out, unbelievably. Although he looks scary, he's actually really not. There we go. And behind him we get 29 gil. Right, so from here we're now going to make our way northeast. Keeping an eye out for loot as we go. And then from here we're going to go east into this next area, which is the area that we came through at the beginning. And we're going to continue going east into the next area. Go. And we get another treasure, 10 gil. The gil's starting to rack up, albeit very small amounts of gil. And we'll continue to work our way down through. Right, so we've got a couple of chests we can grab here. So let's just clear all these enemies out a second. Oh, damn. That was my fault. And I've just casted that on the wrong person, haven't I? Still, she needed healing anyway. We're getting ourselves a bit outnumbered here, aren't we? Let's just fall back a moment. Probably should have taken those little ones out first, I reckon. So what we'll do is we'll just fall back a moment and get healed up, and then we'll try again. So let's just, first of all, let's get Van healed, because if he dies then we're automatically dead anyway. And then we'll get Penelo up. And we'll just have Penelo put a cure on herself, I think. Right, let's head back in then. And we'll just speed this up a second to get back down there a bit quicker. There we go, that takes care of that one. Probably should have put 2 times on earlier, would have got this done so much quicker. Right. And when you're ready, thank you. Right, so now we want to head over this way towards the stone. Where am I looking? Antidote. U-tricks to take out. Now if I had D-spell, I'd be using D-spell right now because he's got protect on him, but unfortunately I don't have D-spell right now, so we'll just have to whack him through his shield. Right. Let's take it back to Jin and see what he says. I hope we did it all right. Sure, let's go. Hey, you've got a sunstone. Let's take a look. Seems okay to me. Not bad for city folk. So, here's what happened. Mazuya's always warning us to stay away from the werewolves, right? Well, a bunch of us decided we have a little contest to see who's the bravest. It started out as a lark, but Tot said that none of us kids living on the plain should be scared of monsters. I guess I got carried away. Don't let any of the grown-ups know though, okay? Anyway, my leg's feeling better now. Let's head back to the village. I'll race you. So here we are back in the village. Jin made it back home safe and sound. He is a good boy, but how his mind wanders, he never thinks of the worry it causes me. I'm sorry if he was any trouble. Please take these with my thanks. So we obtained 50 gil, 2 potions and 2 teleport stones. Jin gave you a sunstone, yes. I hope it may be of some help to you. We'll get my words out right. Got myself a little bit muddled there. Right, so we still have a little section left of the map to explore. So let's go ahead and just explore those last little sections. So first we'll head west, as we've missed a bit here. And it's just down over here. Let's just get these guys out of the way a minute. It's one down. Once again, I'm not paying attention to my HP. Damn, wrong one. So if you accidentally cast something on the wrong person, you can negate it and divert it to where you actually wanted it to go. Right, where were we? Oh yes. Oh, poo. I've got no Phoenix Downs left either. Looks like it's down to just Van now then. There's quite a lot of them down there. Perhaps we'll be smart enough to walk away. Actually, what we could do is we can... because I've covered that bit of the map now anyway. What we could do is just quickly pop back into the village and use the save crystal. And what the save crystal will allow us to do is not only save our game if we choose to, but it also allows us to resurrect anyone that seems to have fallen in battle. So now we're going to head east, and then we're going to go south and visit the southern section just down the bottom here. We've got a treasure here, another potion, it's always useful. An antidote. And there is another section here that is yet to be explored, but right now we cannot physically get to it for the sheer fact of we need the weather to actually be raining. We will come back to that later on. So for now, I think that pretty much covers everything for this area for the time being. So with that, we're now going to head back towards the village. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to call the episode there, because we've actually done quite a bit here. And in our next episode, we will head back to Rabanasta, to the palace. Well, I say to the palace, back to the lower town first. And we will begin making our preparations to infiltrate the palace, I suppose. There we go, back at the village then. Right, I'm going to end things here then. If you've enjoyed this episode, then hit that like button. Be subscribed to my channel. After all, you're liking my videos and subscribing and leaving comments is what's going to keep me doing these videos. And I'll see you all next time. Bye bye for now.